By the way, how did you get this good at Dota so fast? The game just became popular here in our country.
Kiel didn't answer that time. Not because he didn't know, but because the answer wasn't something you could explain in a single moment. It started long before that cafe, long before anyone knew his name. This is where it all begins. Kiel came from a financially struggling family. Life was never easy, but somehow it kept leading him to games. His father repaired broken appliances, items meant to be sold or returned. No shop, no steady income. Kiel learned early, games weren't toys, they were valuables. Still, his passion couldn't be stopped. At 5, brick games. At 6, a Sega Genesis. At 7, caught sneaking a repaired PlayStation 1. At 8, he found a hidden PlayStation 2 and played until dawn. At 12, while his mother was in labor and his parents were at the hospital, a neighbor named Toto stayed with him. To pass the time, Toto introduced PC games, Red Alert, Battle Realms, Yuri's Revenge. Kiel learned fast, too fast. Toto couldn't even finish the harder stages, but Kiel cleared them all in just 2 days. Impressed, Toto invited him back every weekend. Then Toto left, moved abroad. The games disappeared. Until an internet cafe opened nearby. 1 hour a day, that was all his father could afford. 1 hour. To touch the keyboard, to move the mouse, to feel alive. The rest of the time, he watched. Quiet, invisible, standing behind players, heart racing with every click, every cheer, every victory, just out of reach. But he stayed, watching, waiting, wishing. Then one day, the cafe launched an online event. Players came from everywhere. Level up, compete, prove themselves. Kiel joined, quietly, unnoticed. And then, something changed. While others struggled, he soared. Faster levels, perfect execution, every mission cleared, every challenge conquered. By the end, he stood alone at the top of the leaderboard. The attendants noticed, not just impressed, amazed. They loved the game, but Kiel was different. They offered him something more. Play for them, pilot their accounts, level them up. No more watching, no more waiting. He could finally play. Within a week, he earned their respect. Late nights became his sanctuary, a world where he belonged. Then one evening, the regulars invited the attendants to play a game Kiel had never seen before. A strategy game, demanding skill, precision, teamwork. A game that would change everything. It was a 4 versus 4 match. The regulars were complete, ready. The attendants were short 1 player. They hesitated, then looked at Kiel.
Want to join?
Kiel paused, nervous, amazed. Not to prove anything, just to belong. He nodded.
Okay. Open Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. Go to local area network. Then join the lobby named 4 vs 4 Dota.
The room buzzed, excitement building. This wasn't just a game, it was a test. And for Kiel, a beginning. It was his first time facing real players. As the game loaded, he minimized Warcraft 3, opened a browser, searched. .a, heroes, items, skills, mechanics. He studied everything, learning, absorbing. No one noticed. He was AFK. Too late. Towers gone, barracks destroyed. They laughed. They played again. Unfazed, Team Kiel rebounded. 3 straight victories. Led by Kiel's rapid improvement and sharp instincts. Despite being new, his sacrifices in the first match paid off. He carried. surprise wins. Opponents were stunned, teammates impressed, especially for someone his age. Soon, Kiel became a sought-after teammate. More invites, more free games, more respect inside the café. Weeks passed, then months. The internet cafe scene exploded. More players, more matches. Some trained against AI, others chased real competition. After every game, the cafe buzzed. Stories of epic saves, lucky kills, embarrassing fails, laughter, arguments, noise. Kiel listened from a distance, still piloting accounts for the attendance, until evening. But at night, he played DOTA, with attendance, with regulars, until curfew. 2 months of summer, gone in a blur of DOTA. Then nearly a year, playing every day after school. Kiel mastered more heroes, but he held back. Less aggression, so everyone could enjoy the game. On the last weekend of Kiel's summer vacation, his family attended his uncle's birthday. They got home late, Sunday night, too late for one last cafe visit. Then the school year returned. Next day, school. First day as a junior, same struggles. Good looking, but messy hair, thick glasses, an easy target. Bullies shoved him aside at the canteen.
Thanks for holding our spot, nerd.
Sarcastic. By now, he was used to it. Since freshman year, it never really stopped. So he learned to ignore it, to let it pass, and just count the hours, until he could disappear back into the cafe.
They're seniors. Just one more year. By then, they'll graduate, and this will finally be over. If only we were in the cafe, playing real pub games. I'd beat them every time. No mercy.
After school, excited for an afternoon of DOTA, Kiel rushed to the cafe, only to find it closed. No messages, no way to ask, no idea why. So he went home. His free games gone. He didn't know where he could play next. In that cafe, he wasn't just another player. He was someone. And now, he didn't know if he'd ever find a place like that again. That was the beginning. Everything that shaped him led to this. And now, he's back. Shadow Shaman versus Viper. Kiel won, and in that moment, Malu finally had his answer. Malu handed Kiel his winnings. Across the room, Rai stood frozen, humiliated.
You got lucky,
He muttered.
come back tomorrow. I'll bring someone better.
But for Kiel, something else began. Despite the difference in age, he and Malu found common ground. A quiet understanding, turning into friendship. Then 3 figures approached. Oz, Tet, Reese. Members of the losing college team. They introduced themselves, half amazed, half eager.
Here's something else. For a high school student, Four Eyes, you really outplayed him. Smooth. You should play with us sometime. We could learn a lot from you.
And just like that, Kiel found friends in his gaming world again. Something he thought he had lost. The next day, the same routine continued. At school, the bullying didn't change. Very different from who Kiel was becoming in the gaming world. During lunch break, the canteen buzzed with noise. Kiel stood second in line. Then, Marshall arrived. With his group of senior high school friends, they pushed him aside.
Move.
Kiel stepped back. He was used to it. But as he stood there, he heard them talking.
Still undefeated. No one's beating us. These other sections are easy. They shouldn't have played DOTA bet matches if they were that bad. They should have just played against AI instead.
DOTA bet matches. Something in Kiel changed. Frustration and something else. Opportunity. He stepped forward.
All this time, they were playing Dota too. I never even knew. If I had found out sooner, maybe things would have been different. I'm glad to hear your team plays Dota and that you're undefeated, because I want to be the one to end that streak.
Laughter erupted.
This kid's crazy. But I get it. You can't fight back, so you want to try it in Dota? Get lost, nerd. Don't waste our time. But if you really want a match, make it 3 versus 3. High stakes. Or don't bother.
Of course, whatever it takes. I have the money. I just need 2 more players who know how to play Dota.
Kiel turned and started to walk away.
Hey, nerd. Your team has to be from your section only. Remember, no outsiders.
That makes it even harder. I don't even know if anyone in my class plays Dota. I just hope someone does.
Later, in the classroom, Kiel's classmate, Gigi, someone who barely spoke to him unless it was about class, approached him.
I heard about the challenge. You're really going up against Marshall's group? They're undefeated. I've bet on their matches before. They're strong, especially in 3 versus 3.
Kiel barely reacted to the warning. Undefeated. Strong. That wasn't what mattered. Gigi had bet on them.
Wait, you've bet on them before? Then you know how to play Dota, right?
Yeah? Wait, did you even hear what I just said? They're undefeated and strong, especially in 3v3.
Yes, just 1 more player and we're ready.
Wait, hold on. I didn't agree to join you just to get humiliated by them. And besides, I always bet on them when I can. I'm not about to waste money like that.
What if I cover everything? The bet, the expenses, and we can practice for hours after school. I'll handle the rental too. Can I count on you?
What? Do you even have that kind of money? They said it has to be a high-stakes match.
Yeah, I saved a lot during summer. And I got lucky yesterday. So don't worry about the money.
Seeing an opportunity, Gigi agreed. But not for the reason Kiel thought.
This is perfect. I get to play Dota for free after school, all the way until the match against Marshall's group. And I can even bet on them, because no matter how hard we try, we're not beating them. Easy money. Wait, I should tell Andrew. We can both play for free.
Gigi pulled Andrew aside.
Hey Drew, good news. Free Dota games after school.
Gigi explained everything.
What? That nerd's out of his mind. Even if he has that kind of money, it's still a waste. And he doesn't even care about getting humiliated?
Just go along with it. We'll play as his teammates, do our best, but we bet on Marshall's group.
Yeah, that's actually smart. We won't lose anything, and we still make money.
After speaking with Andrew, Gigi brought him over to Kiel.
Hey, Four Eyes. This is Andrew. He's good at Dota. You owe me a good meal later for finding you a solid teammate.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Don't worry, you won't regret this.
Then let's start practicing right after school. More pub games in the café.
Sure. I want you guys to see how I play, so you can trust me before the match. And I know a cafe where we can practice 3v3 against college players.
Later that day, after school. When they arrived at Marlou's cafe, it was packed. College students filled the room, waiting, for Kiel.
I told you I'd be back with a better player, Four Eyes. But my friend doesn't play 1v1, so let's make it 3v3 instead.
Oh, perfect timing. We actually came here to practice 3 versus 3.
One of the players Rai brought was Tats, from Sneaky Clan, known in Counter-Strike and feared in Dota. A tri-lane specialist, a player used to winning.
Let's go, Gigi, Andrew.
I'm sorry, Four Eyes. I'm not ready. I didn't tell you earlier. I get nervous when there's a crowd like this, especially in bet matches.
Yeah, same here. I'm not ready for this either. There's no way we can play like this, no matter how much you push us.
The crowd waited. The match was set. But Kiel stood alone.